Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Haley. I'll be teaching yoga today for our group fitness here at Klasik Fit for our recover and recharge. So we will be going through a nice 45-minute flow. You can modify however you need. If you have blocks, you're very welcome to use those. You can use even a water bottle, really anything for support for your hand. So now that's always an option for you. Welcome in. Hello. Just want to let you know we will be recording. It will only be recording me, so don't worry, you won't be able to see you on the recording. So just go ahead and mute your microphones. I don't know how to do that yet. And then we'll get started here in just a moment. Again, if you'd like to use blocks, you're very welcome to do so. Any prop really that will bring the floor a little higher. So let's get started. So we'll get started in a comfortable seated position today. This can be with knees open wide. You can take a seat onto a block to elevate the hips a little higher than the knees. Really anything that feels good as we start to settle in for a few moments. We'll take some time to bring shoulders away from the ears, maybe some nice circles of the shoulders, and then grow taller through the top of the head. Take a moment here to keep the eyes open or maybe start to close down the eyes. And let your awareness come a little deeper internally, focusing on your breath. Start to send breath a little more into the belly, so let the belly really expand. Breathing in and out through your nose. But know always the option for open mouth exhales. Take a deep, full breath and fill up the lungs, fill up the belly. And open mouth, sigh it all out, let it go. One more breath like that. Inhale through the nose. And open mouth, let it go. Start to breathe in and out through your nose. Option for Ujjayi breath if it is in your practice tonight. Ujjayi breath is a kind of more focused internal breath that helps to build internal heat. Creates a more audible breath, so it's easier to hear to help kind of synchronize our movements with the breath. So to do so, you find a slight constriction in the back of the throat. Continue breathing in and out through your nose with this constriction. Again, maybe starting to create an audible breath. You can keep this breath going with you throughout the rest of the practice. So continue to breathe here. And as we move today, I offer this idea of a beginner's mind as you approach the practice. Whether it's your first time in some of these shapes or you're very experienced, you've done these shapes a ton of times, see if you can come to your mat today and come with a beginner's mind. So fresh perspective, letting go of expectations and just allowing for new opportunities, maybe noticing something a little different, maybe just getting a new perspective on something, whether it be physically in the body, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, anything that arises, being aware of this as we move today. So take a couple more nourishing breaths in and out here. And when you're ready, we'll bring chin towards the chest. Let the back of the neck stretch for a moment. And then start to bring right ear towards right shoulder. You can take some nice circles of the neck in one direction. Imagine leading with the top of the head as you come around. Shoulders usually like to come up, but that's okay. See if you can pull them down. Just being aware of this. Next time your chin meets your chest, reverse the direction of your circles. So left ear to left shoulder. Maybe slowing down in spots that feel a little tight. Whenever you feel even on the second side, you'll slowly find your way back to a neutral seat, long spine, growing tall. Inhale, arms sweep up overhead. Nice long stretch through the side bodies, palms facing one another, shoulders down away from the ears. Inhale to reach a little more. Exhale, right hand comes down next to you as you reach your left hand up and over to feel that nice stretch on the left side of the body. Take a big breath in. And exhale, slowly rise back up. Inhale here. Exhale, left hand comes down, right hand stretches up and over. Inhale, rise back to center. And exhale, hands come down. Start to bring your left hand to your right knee, and your right hand plants just behind you. So starting a nice gentle twisting of the spine. You can continue to twist a little deeper by inhaling, growing tall. Exhale, maybe twist. You can use that left hand to maybe twist a little deeper. Not forcing the twist, especially at the beginning of the practice, just breathing gently and twisting the spine gently. One more breath here. And inhale, slowly come back to center, opposite side, right hand to left knee, left hand plants behind you. Inhale, lengthen, grow tall. Exhale, twist a little more. 2 more breaths, inhale. Exhale, twist, 1 more full breath in. Exhale here. And inhale, come back to center. On your inhale, bring your arms out wide to a T. As you exhale, right arm comes below the left. And then option to find either a bear hug, so hands come to the shoulders, or backs of the hands together, or for a full eagle wrap, bring the palms more together, so wrapping the hand fully around. Not forcing anything here again. So if this feels nice, that bear hug, come here, wherever you'd like to. Shoulders come up a little bit higher in line, or excuse me, elbows in line with the shoulders. Take a breath in. Exhale, round and curl forward. Nice arching of the spine. Inhale, rise back up. And one more time, exhale, fold and round forward. Inhale, rise, release the hands wide. And as you exhale, bring left below right this time. Find your bear hug with hands to the shoulders, maybe backs of the hands together, or maybe full eagle wrap with the front, the palms together. Wherever you are, shoulders are in line with the elbows. And inhale, lengthen, grow a little taller. Exhale, fold forward, rounding through the upper shoulder blades. Inhale, rise. One more time. Exhale, elbows towards navel. Inhale, rise. And exhale, release. Come over your knees. Start to come into tabletop pose. So you'll stack shoulders above the wrists. Hips are above the knees. But always start with some nice movement, forward and back. Really anything here that feels good in the body. And then we'll slowly find our way to tabletop. As you inhale, drop your belly low, cow pose, lift your gaze, arch the tailbone to the ceiling, rounding the spine. Exhale, cat pose, push through both hands, rounding through the shoulder blades here. So now head is hanging heavy, tailbone tucking in. Inhale, cow, so kind of an opposite stretch through the spine. Belly drops low as you lift your gaze. Exhale, cat pose. We'll go through that one more time. Inhale, cow, belly drops low. Pull the heart space forward. Exhale, cat pose. Push and curl. Come back to your tabletop. An option to bring fingers to point to the edges of your mat. With shoulders above the wrists, you can find some nice rock side to side to stretch out the wrists and the forearms. You can also flip the fingers, so fingers pointing towards your knees. You can do one hand at a time. You can do both, whatever you'd like here, but not forcing any stretch. We just want a nice gentle opening of the forearms and the wrists here. Maybe flip your palm so top of the hand is facing the ceiling. And then come back to your tabletop, so shoulders back over the wrists. As you inhale, lift your right hand high to the ceiling. Maybe circle out the wrist. Inhale, reach a little more. Exhale, thread the needle. Right hand comes below your left shoulder as you lower right ear towards the ground. Hips are above the knees. Left hand is by my face. Option to maybe walk my left hand forward so my left arm is long. Either variation here, or maybe open your left arm wide. Nice opening, twisting here, reaching left hand towards the ceiling. And breathe. One more breath in. Exhale, left hand comes back down below the shoulder. Then rise back up. Option to bring right hand high. Exhale, tabletop. Right hand comes down. We'll do second side. Inhale, left hand twist open. Option to circle the wrist. Inhale, reach. Exhale, thread the needle. Left hand comes below the right shoulder. Left ear down this time. Maybe walk your right hand forward to bring right arm long, or open right arm up towards the ceiling for a deeper opening in the shoulders. Breath in, breath out. On your next exhale, bring your right hand back down below the shoulder and push through the hand to inhale, rise back up. Exhale, left hand down. Take a breath here. On your inhale, kick your left leg behind you, kicking straight through the heel. Option to lift right hand overhead. Nice full spinal balance, kicking through the heel, reaching through the fingers. Long line of energy. Inhale. Exhale, elbow towards the knee, pushing through the left hand. Inhale, extend. Beautiful work. We'll do second side. Come back through tabletop. Inhale, kick your right leg straight behind you, kicking through the heel. Inhale, left arm up. Take a breath in, kicking and reaching. Exhale, elbow to knee. Push through the right hand. Inhale, extend. And exhale, come back through tabletop. Take a moment here, focusing on opening the hips in another direction. We're going to start with the left side. So on your inhale, lift your left leg up to open. So knee is bent, toes are flexing up towards you. And come back down. See if you can keep the rest of the body where it is without maybe coming and leaning to the side. And just open and close a few times that left hip. One more breath here. And come back to center. We'll do second side. Inhale, right leg lifts. So toes are flexing back towards you. Right knee is bent. Exhale, lower. Continue like this, as slowly as you'd like to, keeping the body still here. One more breath here. And come back to tabletop. Tuck under your toes. Lift your hips up and back for downward facing dog. Hands are about shoulder width distance. Fingers are spread wide. Push into the hands. And find some nice movement. You can pedal the feet. Take your time here. Find that movement that feels good. You can bend your knees as much as you'd like to. That can help to really focus on lengthening the natural curves of the spine. And then maybe push the chest towards the thighs a little more. Take a breath here. Exhale to stay. Inhale, look up in between your hands. Exhale, walk your feet to the top of your mat for ragdoll pose. So feet can come hip width distance or wider. Fold over the legs so much so bend your knees. Let your chest really drape over the thighs. And then grab opposite elbow creases as you sway side to side. Anything here to decompress the spine. You can shake your head yes and no. Weight coming into the toes a little bit more. Let the top of the head melt to the earth. Take a breath in. Exhale, hands come down below the shoulders. Keep your right hand where it is. Start to bend your right leg and keep your left leg straight. Inhale, left hand twist open to the ceiling. Right knee is bent, left leg is straight. Gentle twist, inhale. Exhale, left hand down. Same thing, second side. Bend your left leg. Right leg is straight, and inhale, right hand twist open high. One breath in. And exhale, right hand comes down. Take a breath here. And inhale, slowly rise all the way to standing. Stack one vertebrae at a time. Let the head arrive last. Take a breath here. Inhale, mountain, Tadasana, arms sweep up high. Palms face in towards one another, shoulders come down away from the ears. Inhale to grow tall. Exhale, start to bring your right hand back behind you, left hand forward for an open arm twist. Both palms are facing the same side. Hips are squared to the front. You're twisting through the spine here. Reach one more breath in. Exhale, come back to mountain. Second side. Inhale, reach. Exhale, left hand back, right hand forward. Hips are squared to the front of my mat. Inhale. Exhale, slowly come back to mountain. Reach through the fingers. And then find palms together, interlace the fingers, and flip the palms towards the ceiling. So nice opening here. Take a breath in. Exhale, side bend to your right, hips to the left. Don't have to go too far, just keeping legs active, pushing through both feet. Inhale, rise. Exhale to your left, hips to the right. One breath here. And slowly rise. Inhale, mountain. Exhale, standing back bend, goalpost or cactus the arms. Lift the heart space to the ceiling. Inhale, mountain. Exhale, forward fold, hinge at the hips, lead with the heart. Take a moment in your forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, hands come to shins or thighs. Torso is parallel to the floor. Push into the hands so much your shoulders come down the spine. Inhale. Exhale, fold, plant both hands, step both feet back, high plank. And with knees lifted or down. And since it's the first time of class, always recommend to bring knees down. Inhale, shift your weight forward. Exhale, lower all the way down to the belly. For our low cobra, hands are below the shoulders or a little behind next to the rib cage. Legs are together like one long cobra tail. Using the strength of your core and your back muscles. Inhale. Lift the heart, push through the feet, lift the head, the shoulders, hands can stay grounded or lift. Exhale, come down, one more like that. Inhale, low cobra, lift the heart, thinking lengthen and lift. Exhale, come down, tuck under your toes. Start to push back up through tabletop or plank. And exhale into your down dog, hips move up and back. Breathe here. We'll go through that one more time. On your inhale, look up in between your hands. Exhale, walk or step your feet for forward fold at the top of your mat. Inhale, mountain, Tadasana. Reach the arms overhead. Full body stretch. Inhale. Exhale, open arm twist to the right. Right hand behind you, left hand forward. Inhale, rise. Exhale, open arm twist to the left. Left hand back, right hand forward. Inhale, mountain. Bring hands together, flip palms to the ceiling. Inhale, lift. Exhale, side bend to your right, hips to the left. So strong here. Inhale, return. Exhale to the left. Inhale, rise. Exhale, standing back, bend, open through the heart, lifting out of the low back. Inhale, mountain. Exhale, forward fold, hinge at the hips, lead with the heart, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift, long spine. Exhale, fold, plant your hands, step both feet back, high plank. And with knees lifted or down, inhale, shift forward. Exhale, belly to the mat this time. Stack your elbows below your shoulders for Sphinx pose. This is a nice opening of the back of the spine. So arms are parallel in front of you, palms down, fingers wide. And feet can be a little separate. And not just pushing into the forearms to really arch back. That's not what we're looking for. What we're looking for here is to lengthen through the top of the head, so growing long through the spine. And then maybe pushing up through the forearms a little more. So thinking lengthen and then lift. Lengthen and lift. Lengthen and lift. Not forcing anything here. One more big breath in. Exhale, come back down. Hands come below the shoulders. Tuck under your toes. Push yourself up through tabletop or plank. And exhale, down dog. So good here. Take a breath in. Exhale, let it go. We'll start our flow here. On your inhale, right leg lifts high to the ceiling, three-legged dog. Take a moment here to keep that right hip squared to the mat. So notice your right pinky toe is facing the mat and not the side. That can be a nice helpful indicator that the hip is squared. Inhale, kicking up through the heel. Exhale, bring your knee towards your nose. Shift your weight forward, pushing through the hands, rounding through the shoulder blades. Inhale, right leg long. Exhale, step your right foot through next to your right hand. You can walk it up, step it up, however you'd like to get it there. And then left knee comes down, flip to the top of the left foot. Walk your right foot out to the edge of your mat, toes out at an angle. Hands come below the shoulders and kind of sink into the hips for our lizard lunge. If you'd like a deeper stretch, you can come down to your forearms. You can also come down to blocks. So forearms to the blocks and let your head hang heavy. Find your variation here and breathe as we get a little more into the hip flexors. One more breath here. And slowly rise back up. Walk your right foot back in, right ankle below right knee. Tuck under your left toes, lift your back knee. We're gonna rise up to crescent lunge, but make sure your feet feel supported first. So if you need to step the back foot in, make your feet wider, whatever you need to do to really feel strong and secure in your base. And then inhale, crescent lunge, arms overhead. Take some time, you can find some movement here. Most important, right knee is over right ankle, not coming past the toes. Left leg is long, shoulders above the hips, arms reaching wide, hands overhead. Inhale. Exhale, open arm twist to the right over your bent leg. Same thing, but this time in our crescent lunge, right hand behind you, left hand forward. Inhale. Exhale here. Inhale, crescent lunge. Exhale, warrior two, left heel down, spin open to the left side of your mat. Right knee, still deep bend, not going past the toes, not caving in towards the center. So almost like you're pushing your right knee towards the right pinky toe side of the foot. Shoulders are above the hips, arms wide, palms down. Strong breath in. Exhale. Inhale, flip your right palm. Exhale, reverse your warrior. The right hand reaches up and overhead. Left hand rests lightly on the back leg. Feel that nice extension of the right side body and the left side body. Inhale. Exhale, warrior two. Start to reach your right hand forward as far as you can. Bring your right hand down as you bring your left hand overhead, extended side angle. This is a great place for a block below the right hand if you'd like to, next to the foot. You can also push the back of your hand into your leg, and left hand can stay straight above you or come over at an angle. Big breath in. Exhale, bring your hands to frame your foot. Maybe find a nice bend in the back knee, or you can step your foot up to come into grounded airplane. Great place for blocks below the hands. Kicking through the back left heel. Hip is squared to the ground. Foot is strong, standing leg is strong. One breath in. Exhale, left foot meets the right, forward fold. Let the top of the head melt to the earth. Take a breath here. Inhale to halfway lift, reset the spine. Exhale, fold, plant your hands, step both feet back, high plank. And exhale, down dog, hips move up and back. We'll go through that second side. Take a breath in. Option for open mouth, exhale, sigh it out. Inhale, left leg high, three-legged dog, kicking up through the left heel. Notice left hip is squared to the ground. Maybe kick a little higher. Exhale, knee to nose, one time, pushing through the hands. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, step your left foot next to your left hand, and right knee comes down. Second side for lizard lunge. Walk your left foot out to the edge of your mat, toes at an angle. Hands start below the shoulders as you bring weight into the hips. Maybe come down to your forearms or forearms to the blocks. Let the head hang heavy here. One more full round of breath. And slowly rise back up. We'll walk left foot in, so left ankle's below the left knee. Tuck under your right toes and lift your back knee. Getting ready for our crescent lunge. Inhale, arms reach overhead. Maybe start with some movement first time on the second side. Left knee over left ankle, shoulders above the hips. Arms reaching overhead. Often here, that front leg, that hip is pulling forward. So maybe left hip comes back, right hip forward. And reach a little more. Inhale. Exhale, open arm, twist to the left. Left hand behind you, right hand forward. One more breath in. Exhale, come back to your crescent lunge. Inhale, warrior two, right heel down, second side. Take your time as you find your stance. Imagine squeezing the feet together, almost like you're going to bunch up the mat below the feet to really activate the inner thighs. Arms wide, palms down. Inhale here. Exhale, stay. Inhale, left palm flips to the ceiling. Exhale, reverse your warrior. Left hand reaches up and overhead. Inhale, come back to warrior two. Start to reach your left hand forward. And exhale, left hand down. Right hand comes up and overhead, extended side angle. Again, hand can come to a block. You can also rest the forearm on the left thigh. Maybe right hand is straight overhead. Or maybe long line of energy from the right heel through the right hand at a diagonal. Opening the ribs a little more to the ceiling. One big breath in. Exhale, plant both hands, turn to face the floor. Start to bend your back knee and maybe walk up a little bit as you come into grounded airplane. Hands to blocks or the floor. Kick through the right heel. Hip is squared to the ground, long, strong leg. One more breath here. And exhale, right foot releases, forward fold. Take a breath here. Inhale to halfway lift, long spine. Exhale, fold, plant your hands, step both feet back. Exhale, down dog. Take a breath here. Inhale, look up in between your hands. Exhale, walk, step, or hop your feet to the top of your mat. Inhale, rise up to standing, arms overhead, mountain pose. And then bring palms together and hands come through heart center. Breathe here for a moment. right, we'll come into a nice chair pose. You can bring feet hip width distance parallel. You can also bring toes together with space between the heels, whatever feels most supportive in your body. With hands pressing in towards one another, shoulders down, start to sit back into your invisible chair. Hips sitting back, legs and glutes are engaged. Strong legs. Weight is in the heels, maybe even toes lift. Take a breath here. And reach arms back, airplane arms, palms facing down, shoulders away from the ears. Inhale. Exhale, forward fold, let it go. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, mountain rise all the way back up to standing. And then let the hands fall down to your sides. Focusing on the hamstrings here, we'll come into pyramid pose. So we'll start with the right foot forward. I'm going to step my left foot back just a couple feet. Toes are facing the front of my mat. Hands at the hips. You don't have to take a wide step. You can bring the feet closer or wider, whatever you need to. Start to bring shoulders away from the ears. Grow a little taller through the top of the head. And then start to fold forward, hinging at the hips. So notice I'm not rounding through the upper chest. I'm leading with the heart as I come all the way down. And then hands can release to the floor, or maybe two blocks as well. Any option here. Take your time. Right hip shifts back just a little. And breathe here. One more big breath in. And bring your hands back to your hips. Long spine. Strong core. Rise all the way back up. We'll step left foot forward. And second side. Hands to the hips. Step your right foot back a couple feet. Bring shoulders away from the ears. Long spine. And start to hinge at the hips. Lead with the chest. Left hip pulling back here. Hands can release down to the mat, down to the blocks. Either way, pull that left hip back. Nice stretch in the back of the left leg. One more breath here. And bring hands back to the hips. Long spine, core is engaged. Rise all the way up to standing and step your right foot forward. Take a moment here as we move into our balancing for the class. Coming back into eagle pose. So we started with some eagle arms at the beginning of class, so we'll get back into it now, adding in the legs. So start, feet planted. We're going to start with weight in the left foot. So weight comes to the left foot, maybe hands start at the hips. As you inhale, lift your right leg, lift your right heel. Weight is in the left foot. And then cross your right thigh over the left. You can stay here. You can let the toes rest on the mat. You can also just let the foot rest here, or wrap the top of the foot behind the calf. Doesn't matter which variation, but notice if your hips are kind of facing a different direction, maybe release so hips can be squared to the front. Inhale, arms wide. Exhale, right arm below the left. And then find either your bear hug, maybe eagle wrap with the backs of the hands together, or eagle wrap with palms together. Either variation, let the elbows come in line with the shoulders. And squeeze everything to midline. Imagine one straight line in the middle of the body, squeezing everything there. One more breath here. Exhale, release, arms come wide, leg releases, maybe shake it out. As we go into that second side, coming back to that beginner's mindset. Have you done this shape before? Have you done it a lot? Is it new to you? Either way, can you bring new awareness, new perspective to this shape? letting go of any expectations you may already have. So second side, weight comes into the right foot. Inhale, left heel lifts, and then lift your left leg, cross left leg over the right. Find your variation on this second side. Maybe it's a little different than the first side. Inhale, arms wide. Exhale, left arm below the right. Bear hug or eagle wrap arms. Squeeze into midline here. Hips are squared to the front. One more breath in. And exhale, release, arms wide, left leg releases, maybe shake it out. Inhale, mountain, arms high. Exhale, wide arm forward fold, come all the way down. Breathe here. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold, plant your hands, step both feet back. Child's pose, Balasana is your release. Knees come wide, toes together. Sink the hips back towards the heels as you bring hands overhead. And let the forehead rest on the mat. You can bring knees in closer towards one another if you need to or like to. You can also come to a seat if child's pose is not in your practice today. An option to rock the forehead side to side, a little massage. Breathing into the belly, feeling the compression of belly to the thighs. Coming back to ground down, especially after our balancing. Sometimes our energy can get a little crazy. Take a moment to ground here. When you're ready, we'll go through that flow one more time. This time we will add in half moon at the end. So that's kind of our peak pose for today. Always optional. When you're ready, come through your down dog. We'll bring hips up and back. Take a big full belly breath in. Open mouth, let it go. And then inhale, right leg high, three-legged dog, kicking up through the right heel, big breath in. Exhale, knee to nose, one time, come forward, push through the hands. Inhale, three-legged dog, right leg long. Exhale, step your right foot through next to your right hand with your left hand planted. Inhale, runner's lunge twist, right hand twist open. And now, either you can have two options here. If you'd like to try, you can start to rise up all the way into your crescent lunge wide arm twist, or like we did last time, inhale, rise up through your crescent lunge, and exhale, right arm behind you, left hand forward. Either option. We will end here, reaching with the right hand. Inhale, exhale, twist a little deeper. Inhale, crescent lunge. Exhale, warrior two, left heel down, arms wide. Squeeze the feet in together. Inner thighs are active. Inhale, flip your right palm. Exhale, reverse your warrior, right hand up and over. Inhale, warrior two. Reach your right hand forward, forward, forward. Exhale, extended side angle, right hand down, left hand up and overhead. Reaching. And then from here, maybe left hand comes to the hip. Have your block nearby if you'd like to. We're moving into half moon. So to do so, you can keep your hip open to the side. Start to heel toe your back foot in. So I'm kind of heel toe in until I'm ready to bring my right hand down either to the mat or to a block. And start to lift your left leg straight behind you. Left leg is kicking. Toes are flexing back up towards the face. You can stay just like this, or maybe left hand reaches up overhead. So good, so strong. One breath in. Exhale, rotate to face the mat. Hands come to the blocks or the floor for grounded airplane. Kicking through the left heel. One more breath in. Exhale, forward fold. Left foot meets the right. So good here. Let it go. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step your feet back, high plank. And exhale, down dog. One last time through, and we'll pull it down. On your inhale, left leg high to the ceiling, three-legged dog. Kick up through the heel. Exhale, knee to nose, one time. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, step your left foot through next to your left hand. This time, plant right hand below the right shoulder. Inhale, left hand twist open, runner's lunge twist. Big breath in. An option to either come through crescent lunge and rise up, or start to rise up straight into your open arm twist. Again, you can come through your crescent lunge first, and then exhale to twist, always optional. Big breath in. Exhale here. Inhale, crescent lunge, arms high. Exhale, warrior two, right heel down. Big breath in. Exhale here. Inhale, flip your left palm. Exhale, reverse warrior, left hand up and over. Inhale, warrior two. Start to reach your left hand forward. Exhale, left hand down, extended side angle, right hand overhead. Nice long energy. One more breath in. And exhale, right hand to your right hip. Start to heel toe your right foot in. We're going to shift, transition into half moon. When you're ready, left hand comes to the block or the floor. And kick your right leg straight behind you. Toes are flexing back towards you. Maybe right hand stays on the hip, or maybe bring right hand straight over the shoulder. Nice big opening through the body. One more breath in. Exhale, bring right hand down. Hands come to the blocks or to the floor. Grounded airplane. Kick through the right heel. Exhale, right foot down, forward fold. One last time. Inhale, halfway lift. Reset the spine. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise to standing. Turn to face the wide side of your mat. Take a big step out. Feet are parallel. Hands can come to the hips. And start to take a nice wide-legged forward fold, prasarita, hinging at the hips. Release down. Take a moment here. You can adjust the feet wider, closer together. Weight comes more into the toes. And then let the head hang heavy. You can keep hands on the ground. Maybe grab both ankles. Let this feel good. Let the spine decompress. Take one more breath here. Inhale, hands below the shoulders, halfway lift. Exhale, walk your hands over your right foot facing the top of your mat. And then step right foot back, come down to your knees, come down to a seat. And come all the way down to your back. Plant the feet so ankles are below the knees. Arms down by your sides, palms facing down. For a bridge pose, inhale, push through the feet to lift the hips high. Continue to lift through the low back, mid back and upper back. Shoulders even can come down a little closer together. Feel that nice opening of the front side of the body as the glutes and the back side of the body is engaged, but also stretching. Exhale, slowly lower all the way down. Let your tailbone come down last. We'll do that one more time. Inhale, bridge pose, push through the feet, lift the hips high. Exhale, slowly return back down. Let your feet come wide to the edges of your mat. Knees can fall in towards the center. You can stay here, or let both knees fall to the left. And then up and over to the right. You can windshield wiper the knees side to side as long as you'd like to. This can feel nice on the low back. You can hold the knees on one side for a few breaths, if that feels good. Few more breaths here, so feel even on both sides. Make sure you bring knees to each side for an even time. One more breath here. And bring your knees in towards your chest for a moment. Plant the feet down. We'll start by crossing left ankle over right thigh. Toes are flexing back towards the left knee. And start to pull the leg in towards your chest. You can reach through the center gap to hold the right shin or thigh. And continue to pull the leg in. Nice, gentle opening of the hip, not forcing anything here. Take a full breath in. And as you exhale, start to bring your right foot down towards the right side of, or left foot down, to the right side of your mat for a gentle supine twist. You can bring arms wide to a cactus or a T. And breathe here. Let that left shoulder blade stay planted to create a deeper twist throughout the spine. Slowly come back to center, plant the right foot, uncross the left ankle. Second side, right ankle to left thigh, toes are flexing back towards the knee. And then start to pull the leg in towards your chest. You can reach through the center gap, holding on to the left shin or left thigh. And then pull it in and breathe here. One more big breath in. And exhale, right foot comes down to the left, supine twist variation, cactus or T, both arms wide. And try to keep right shoulder blade planted. Slowly return back to center. Release the right ankle. Hug both knees in. Open the knees out wider towards the shoulders. And then happy baby. Soles of the feet come up to the ceiling. Toes are flexing back down towards the ground. You can grab the backs of the thighs. Or arms come inside of the knees to grab the outer edges of the feet or ankles. And then pull the knees down to the ground. Keep the sacrum or the low back on the mat as best as you can. And maybe rock side to side. You can also straighten one leg and then the other. Take another breath here. And bring your knees in towards your chest. Give yourself a big squeeze, a big hug. And exhale, Shavasana, legs and arms open wide. Shoulders come down the spine to help elevate the heart. Start to welcome stillness, releasing tension through the body, relaxing through the face muscles, the jaw. Shavasana is very important for our practice. It provides balance to the effort we put forth throughout the rest of the practice. So know you have as long as you'd like to in your Shavasana. This time is meant for you. Let your body absorb all the work you just did. And always take the time to rest, to recover, to recharge. I will guide you out of our Shavasana, but no, you can just pause and stay right there as long as you'd like to. Whenever you're ready to release, find some nice movement in the fingers, the toes. You can circle the ankles and the wrists. Inhale, arms reach overhead, full body stretch. And exhale, knees come in towards your chest. Turn over to one side in fetal pose. You can use your bottom arm as a pillow. And with your top hand, gently push yourself up to a seat. We'll bring legs wide, hands together at heart center. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, let it go. Inhale, thumbs come in between your eyebrows. This is your third eye center. From my heart to yours, the light and love within me. Honor the light, love, and beauty within you. Namaste. Thank you so much again for joining me today. This is Recover and Recharge Yoga with Haley at Klasik Fit. Please, if you have any questions, feedback, we are always here to talk. We'd love to hear it. We hope you're enjoying so far.